These are a couple of the latest ones. I just got to playing around with some watercolor paper that I tea dyed, and also actually I had made some of these wax tags, I guess, and I've been kind of thinking about what I wanted to do with them, so I thought it would be fun to create just little booklets that that would go with them. So they're beeswax, and so basically I used a tiny iron and beeswax pellets, and these are the Tim Holtz figures that everyone has, and then some pressed fern and just some background paper. So that was really fun to play with, and it's just a coffee stained paper, and then some index cards to play around with for this one, and some silk. And the other thing I had that I wanted to use were some more of these, or some of these hydrangea pressed flowers that I got in the fall, and they're really beautiful, the purple and blue. And so I just wanted to play around with different papers and pockets. And this is hibiscus dyed from a book of poetry. So this is all bits of papers and things like that, just basically a fun kind of a booklet with pages inside, and another tag with the hydrangea, pressed hydrangea. And the same thing, basically there's a tiny iron, and then there's some beeswax pellets, and you just melt it in, and you can play around with different types of things. And this is all just different papers. And hydrangea, and then some vintage photographs, 1959, 39, not sure, August, and just various paper and stuff. So just fun, just some sewing. This is basically watercolor paper with a large sheet of drawing paper. And the booklet has tracing paper, copy paper, ledger papers, another little photograph from a booklet. Copy, ledger, drawing, lined paper. Coffee dyed and tea dyed, another little picture. This is from a Japanese dictionary from 1908. The ledger papers. I have a wonderful book that I love using the paper from. So just, again, fun. I'm working on a larger booklet, and kind of got sidetracked on this project. And so the other one is this little girl, also hydrangea, ledger paper. This is the same thing as well, just some tea-dyed index cards over there. And I think this is about right. Again, just folded index cards. And this other one, which has a wheat piece, all pretty much the same, but a little bit different. Some of the Japanese paper there, a sheet of the hibiscus, and just some, oops, this is onto the tag, and it's just folded papers basically. And then this is some paper with an index card in there. And just some watercolor paper, ledger, and more of the poetry. And I know these are gonna not last forever. They're just really beautiful right now. I love the colors. I think I had them in my wedding bouquet. Not these ones, but the purple and blue hydrangeas. Just because they're so beautiful. So I guess they're my favorite, one could say. So they're just touches of ephemeral bits. So all the same papers in here pretty much. Piece of watercolor. Same size and everything. And that's just and I love how sometimes the edges of the tracing paper that you do trim to use in the books have a really beautiful piece, so I wanted to include that. And there we go. And the other one.